Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is April 1st, 2021, April Fool's Day, and let me just say straight up, there's not going to be any lies today, so do not worry about this. Everything in this news is going to be truth. And we'll start out with this, which is an awesome callback to the original Monster Strike news, which happened at App Bank, featuring Max Mirai and Mamiruton back there. And I mean, of course, Mamiruton is not at App Bank anymore. She's doing her own thing. She's a mother now too, so time has changed. They even referenced Takahashi-kun, which is a great callback. And so really nice to see. Just it was so great to see them, and they used the old format too. You can see that the text here is all the old school style that they did back then many years ago. Upcoming new quest is Totetsu Kai, and that will be available on April 9th Japan time, so next week. And those 5 sub-bomb combos are available for Totetsu Kai if you want to take him on. Again, don't forget, these are sub-bomb combos, so their power is going to be significantly reduced and not as awesome in general. We've got an April campaign coming, and it is going to be called Zuttomo, and that starts right away, April 2nd Japan time. So tomorrow we're going to get kicked off with this campaign. And what is part of this campaign? Well, starting on the 3rd for 1 week, everybody in the game will be able to take advantage of the Mon Pass perks. That includes being able to get 400 Mon Tama points per day, being able to get a free stamina refill each day, actually getting some experience when playing as a guest, a special frame for when you join as a guest in co-op, or I guess when you play co-op, could be a host as well. You'll be able to stock 2 different quests at any given time. For the Mons spot, every Mons spot is going to have a plus on it, and for your daily soul accrual, you'll get another 1500, or sorry, you'll get another 500, so that your limit per day is at 1500. And again, this will be available for 1 week starting April 3rd Japan time, not the 2nd, the 3rd. Alright, and for those of you who are already Mon Pass users, you get a special bonus. You'll be able to get this special Sakura frame, which will be available for an entire month, starting April 2nd all the way to May 2nd. I mean, it's a small thing, but it's still pretty cool. Tower of Champions will also have a special, promotion going on, that all stamina for the stages will be reduced by half. And for those of you who like to use those pre-made decks, they will be free. You do not have to use a Sketmin to use those pre-made decks. So pretty nice. The Tower of Champions will be back starting on the 7th and will be available until the 25th. Next up, this one's a nice one. All the gachas during this period from April 2nd to May 2nd will be featuring the first single pull and first 10 pull at 24%. This is very important. The single pull on its own and the 10 pull. So if you want, you could do 11 pulls for each gacha at a 24% rate. You could also decide, I don't want to pull on this gacha, but you know what, I'll just pull once to see if I can get that 24%. Why not? I think it's worth it to try that. So again, there's no discount on orbs, so it's obviously going to cost 5 and 50 orbs respectively, but you do get it at that 24% charge rate, which is pretty awesome. So if you want to try on the elemental gachas, legends, guardians, Monkole DX, or even Oriental Stars, and says and more, so who knows what else should be coming. But from April 2nd to May 2nd, all of those gachas will participate in this campaign, where the first single pull is at 24% and the first 10 pull is at 24%. So that's pretty cool. What's even cooler is that for 20 days during this period, from April 2nd to May 1st, your login orbs are multiplied by 10, which means each day for 20 days, you will get 10 orbs just for logging in. Wow, that is a total of 200 orbs. Of course, April 2nd through May 1st is more than 20 days. So you're not going to get it for every day during that period. But as long as you log in for 20 days in that range, you'll get 200 orbs in total. That is insane. What are they planning? Well, that's a good question. We'll see what they have in mind. But it's not only that, because they're going to do a new striker bonus. And it is a little bit different from before, so make sure you listen very carefully. For this one, every day you have the opportunity to play with 5 different people. If you play co-op with 5 different people, that's where you will get 5 orbs for that day. Now, you can only do this once per day. So it doesn't matter if you play with 10 people, 15 people, 20 people. You're only going to be able to get 5 orbs for a single day. Okay? Now, you can repeat this for 20 days. Which means you got it. 5 times 20 is 100. So you can get another 100 orbs this way. And it looks like this campaign does not have an end date. So whenever, as long as you're playing with 5 unique players per day, you do it for 20 days, you can get 100 orbs. You miss out on a day? Okay. You'll still be able to do it later. But the only important thing is you can't just do it all in one day. So, again, this is not going to help out people who are trying to do the reset marathon, because you're only going to be able to get 5 orbs for that day. So, it's a little bit different. Probably, they probably saw somebody abusing the system or somewhere. But you know what? For those of you who are playing this game every day, congrats. You found another source of free orbs. Free to play player, I'm really happy. Okay, so now here's what they've been scheming here. If you spend orbs, you will get some rewards. And how this will work is you can see that there's a chart here keeping track of orbs. Each thing there is pointing at 10 orbs spent. Every 50 orbs you get a prize. At 50 orbs spent for that month, you get 1 Waku Waku Min. For 100 orbs, you get a Eruberu Bell. For 150 orbs spent, you'll get a Waku Waku... No. You get a Fueru Biscuit. And at 200 orbs spent, you will get the right to pull on a special gacha. Now, what's important is you have to spend these orbs between April 2nd and May 2nd. So you can't just hold on to them forever. If you want this reward, you need to spend orbs during the event. Okay, so that's an interesting thing they're doing here. So let's see what this is all about. And what that special gacha is, I've lost my cursor, sorry, there you go, is a special limited guaranteed gacha. Alright, so you get 1 single pull. It will cost orbs, so you have to spend 5 orbs to do that single pull. But it guarantees that pull to be a limited monster. Now, we know that the pool of limited monsters are not all great, but they do include all monsters up until April 1st, 2021. So, I mean, you get some good opportunities, like if you really want, like the recent Onyanko Pong, or who else is recent? I mean, of course, you got the New Year's gachas with Arsene, for example. All of the elemental limited swords. They're all up for play. But of course, you have the ones from like Oriental Travelers. It's still in the loop. But it is guaranteed to be a limited monster. So that's pretty darn cool. Again, you have to spend 200 orbs in that month to get the right to pull at this gacha. And when you pull on this gacha, you will have to spend 5 orbs to do it. But it's a very interesting proposition. Now, of course, if you don't care, save your orbs. You don't have to use it now. But this is a unique opportunity for sure. And so they put out like a little summary slide here, and basically it's just, hey, you can get 200 orbs just for logging in. You have gachas that are in with inflated 24% rates on the first single and 10 pull. And if you do that during the month, you get a guaranteed 6-star limited monster. So it's an interesting proposition. So that's what they got in April. So let's see how it goes. Not only that, we have a new event coming. It is going to be the Station Strike. I think the public school Monst Gakuin, I guess. So The 3 monsters that will be featured in this gacha is Zephon Alpha, Mozart Alpha, and Alice Alpha. This will be beginning right away. Starts April 2nd all the way to April 17th Japan time. And let's take a look at the gacha rates. And oh yeah, if you're curious, will it be able to take advantage of the 24% rate? The answer is yes. So again, your first single and your first 10 pull will both feature a 24% rate at them. So that's pretty cool. So let's take a look at the stats here. Zephon Alpha is a bounce speed type. We've got super null damage roll, weak point slayer, and gauge multiplier retainment. Again, if you miss your gauge, you will still get the maximum multiplier as if you had hit the maximum. And of course, not surprisingly, the gauge ability is going to be null block. Strike shot is a simple turn to pierce. It's a 12+12 strike shot. So we'll have to see what that multiplier looks like on that second gauge strike shot. Bump combo is super rankidan, and sub bump combo is speed up. And Zephon Alpha is a water type rather than her normal fire type. Next up, we've got Mozart Alpha, and Mozart Alpha is a Pierce Blast type with Super Null Warp, Null Magic Circle, and Strike Shot Turn Reducer. The gauge ability is Null Block and Dash. Strike Shot is an 18+8 speed and power up and creates the bump combo bits. And if you don't know what that is, you know Apollo X has it, where it just comes up with 2 separate entities that will also be shooting off bump combos. And you can see the bump combo set here with Chozetsu Homing 12 and Wall Bomb is pretty insane. You're going to multiply each of those by 3 if your strike shot is up. And, you know, that's a 26 turn tier 2 and you have strike shot turn reducer. So this could be pretty insane. It's looking quite attractive there. Warp, Magic Circle, and Block, you know, it doesn't have any of the big, you know, abilities, but I do think that's a pretty strong... has the ability to be pretty strong. Chozetsu Homing times 3 is pretty good. Let's see. Alpha. Oh, sorry, not Alpha. Alice Alpha is next. And she is a bounced balance type with null damage wall, null speed down wall, and poison slayer L. Strike shot is speed, power up, and piercing bullet to the first hit enemy. That's at 12+8 turns. Bump combo is the snipe bullet and Chozetsu Homing. Now again, since that poison slayer L is on the main, the bump combos are going to take advantage of it. However, as you can see, that her skill set is lacking poison, so you're going to have to find a friend that works well with Alice Alpha here. I'm not sure off the top of my head who's going to be good, but I'm sure they're going to be a nice friendly unit to pair with Alice Alpha here to work out and wreck a bunch of stages. Null damage wall, null speed down wall stages could get obliterated, possibly. And let me just say, like, you know, they use the old school style of the abilities, you know, again, bringing it back to the way they presented it in Max Murai's, office back in the days. And, you know, they did it on paper too. So really awesome to see that. The drop monsters for this event features Gizanya. Of course, you know, we have Sphinx here, homage to where those pyramids and the Sphinx are. And the other drop monsters, we got Sekigahara Nono and Reika Hebigami. Right, Medusa, and I forgot who the original character was on the left, but pretty cool monsters. Probably will be max lucking them just for the novelty's sake, but pretty awesome to see for sure. This week's Transcension is going to be Gennai. And again, yeah, old school style of introducing monsters. Gennai here is a bounce blast type with null gravity barrier, super null warp, and weak point slayer on the main. There is no gauge for him. Strike shot is a 16+8 speed and power up, and it's a sequence chain meteor. So of course, as you hit the monsters, the later ones that you hit in sequence will be hit with a more stronger meteor attack. So that's pretty darn cool. The bump combos is a pair of twin lasers, one of them vertical, one of them horizontal, and they are both EL sizes. So, I mean, we all know how annoying, well, not annoying, how easy, you know, laser type bump combos can be blocked. But you're able to do some damage there, or there are no laser barriers to block the damage. Pretty cool. And of course, weak point slayer, you can take advantage of that. That's going to be very nice. Let's see, there's a small revival collab with the Don Quixote department store. Department store? I don't know what's the right way to call it, but this is a revival stage. So this one has occurred in the past. So if you've already completed it, there's no reason to do it. Maybe they'll reset the clear stages so you can do it once to get the orb again. But it will be available again from April 10th to April 25th for a limited time. And of course, you know, it's an easy stage, so you can get that Oragon and Donpen monster. Pretty cute. And that is it. The next Monster Strike news will be taking place at the same time next week. And the next lucky monsters are the following as well. Cool to see Sanctuary Dragon in there, so I know I have one at least for this next week. I know I've been a little bit distraught that the limited lucky monsters have been from the seas area, so cool to see that for sure. Anyways, that's it for me today. Let me know if you have any questions below. Right, like I said, no lies today. Right, yeah, no lies. I think so. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments. As usual, like, subscribe. If you haven't already, make sure you follow ENG Monst. All of these news photos are up already, so you can take a look at them. And if you haven't already, make sure you join the Discord channel to see other people talk about the game. As for me, thank you very much, and until next time, bye bye.